All right, let's turn our attention to this now. The Chief Justice Raymond Zondo today expected to submit the final part of the State Capture Commission of Inquiry report to the Presidency. Volume 5 of the document was expected to be handed over by the end of April. However, the Pretoria High Court granted Zondo a 6-week extension. This was after he filed an urgent application to the court explaining his difficulty in completing the final chapters. Well, for a teaser on what we could expect from this final report, let's talk to our reporter, Tumaole Mohlaoli, who joins me in studio now. Tumaole, good morning to you. So what can we expect from this final report? Is it going to be the summation of the entire work that has been done by Raymond Zondo and the team?
Indeed, Koli, a summation of the entire work. And I say this because during an earlier press conference earlier this year when, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo handed over the initial report to President Cyril Ramaphosa physically at the Union Buildings, he did drop a gem. He did drop a very interesting hint as to what could be expected in the various volumes. And when he got to the final chapter, this is what he had to say about what could be expected. Let's take a listen.
We'll deliver part 3, which will cover the rest of entities that we need to deal with and other topics. I want to indicate that we have not prepared a summary of the report at this stage because we have considered that we should provide a summary at the end. So in part 3 will include a summary of the entire report.
All right, so that's the Chief Justice Raymond Zondo giving us a hint there of what might come of, I suppose, the reports that would lead to this final one. Tumaole, people are going to be wondering what this final report will likely say or even touch on the people that the Commission wanted to go there, but they simply defied it. And uppermost in mind, I'm thinking of the Guptas, yes, 2 of which we are told are arrested in Dubai. I'm wondering as well about what this report might say about former President Jacob Zuma.
We do know that, Koli, with former President Jacob Zuma, he basically, in terms of the report's initial findings, was an unparticipatory kind of witness, someone who at every turn was trying to avoid giving testimony at the report, giving at the Commission of Inquiry, giving various reasons, including ill health, including how he was treated, including a theory about a political conspiracy against him in terms of the report, in terms of the Commission of Inquiry's investigations. Now, this will be very telling in terms of what the Commission will find in terms of the former president and how this matter should be dealt with. Because we would know that in terms of the court processes with others who weren't participating with the Commission, we think of Dudumiyeni. Matter is now before court because she outed a protected witness, yeah, and the Commission of Inquiry did make some very disparaging findings according to that. Now that matter is before the courts. Others who had also been, what can I say, outed or fingered during testimonies, including, of course, one Esma Khashule, whose matter is also before the Free State High Court. This would be the matter with asbestos roofs. This certainly shows that in terms of the Commission's work and in terms of the focus of the Commission, it was very determined to ensure that apart from the testimonies that were heard and shocked many South Africans, including Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, those particular processes are now before a court of law for those who have a case to answer to. Yeah. Now, also, when it comes to the Guptas, of course, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo did say that there were processes underway to try and see if the Guptas could be brought to book, but he felt that even despite not having their evidence, this was one of the key criticisms that was leveled at the Commission of Inquiry, to say these people are being put at the center of one of the biggest heists in African history, if not in world history, when you look at the amounts that were looted in state capture activities, including at SAA, including at Transnet, including, of course, in the municipalities themselves. So without them having to give their side of the story, could the Commission of Inquiry complete its work? Chief Justice Raymond Zondo was saying we did put various attempts to try and get them before the Commission of Inquiry. They fled the country, indicating that they were not interested. So now they're going to be brought to book because the Commission has found that even without their participation, there are credible testimonies that put them squarely at what you can call a campaign for state capture.
Yeah. More than R1 billion later, how conclusive is this report? And the critics, are they going to continue criticizing it? We shall see. All right. Thank you very much. That's our reporter, Tumaole Mohlaoli, giving us a sense of what might come out of that particular report. Okay.